It's time to get real with Eddie, here to help you understand the changing real estate market and meet your real estate goals. Over 19 years in the business, 2018 Realtor of the Year of Three Rivers, past president of the Three Rivers Association of Realtors, past director at Illinois Realtors, and team lead of the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Here's Eddie Ruettiger.
And how are you doing today, Nancy?
I am well, thank you. Eddie, how are you?
I'm set up, ready to go, smooth transitions. You didn't have board meeting like you did last week.
No.
So you were actually on time.
What? How does that happen?
I don't know.
Write it down, because it's not often.
Yes, this is true. So, it's just, there's so much going on in the market, especially being spring market.
Oh, yeah.
This is when, honestly, we love doing the show. But it does become a little challenging.
Sometimes it does.
We're coordinating, flipping schedule. Wait, we got to do this. We got to do that. Okay, do this over here. Do that over there. All right, we're good.
Yes. And to land every week in one spot together at the same time.
This is true.
Can be challenging.
This is true. I wonder, can we write this off as the office meeting? I'm just wondering. The team meeting.
The team meeting.
Not the office meeting.
Kind of. Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is. It does feel like the team meeting. There's no joke. So, speaking of teams and being powerful,
yes.
Your home is a powerful investment.
Wow. Nice segue.
I try.
It was smooth.
Was it?
Like
it felt a little forced, I'll be honest.
Like butter.
So, it felt a little forced.
Okay.
I'm going to readjust that camera there. All right, now we're good to go. All right. Head of commodities at S&P Dow Jones Indices explains, this is Brian D. Luke. Look back at the year. 2023 appears to have exceeded average annual home price gains over the past 35 years.
Yeah, pretty obvious there. Yeah. I don't think they expected it.
No, they did not. So from 1980 to 2023, seasonally adjusted, rounded to the nearest full number, we are above the 4.86 43-year average. I always feel like sometimes they go back 40 years or 50 years or 60 years to justify their stat, though. I gotta be honest.
Well, I mean, you've got to have some baseline, right?
True.
So
well,
it's
43 years. I guess it's because it's 1980, so they want to go to the whole decade.
Yeah, so they just push it back.
I mean,
I almost think that's too far back, but okay.
You think 40 years is too far back?
Yeah, I think the world, especially in the last 40 or 50, but I guess you could say in a 40 or 50-year jump, look at how much technology changes. Look at how much we relate to the market, how much it changes. Even though we're still in buying and selling homes, the markets change. The needs change. People change. The way we look at homes change.
I think the perceptions change too.
Yeah, I would agree.
You mean, you look at what's coming out, and we're on the edge of this AI revolution, and things that are getting done by computer, by, AI. You're seeing white-collar jobs being, addressed, that everybody always said, well, it was blue-collar jobs that technology will take out. Well, yeah. I can have a speech written by AI versus a speechwriter. I can have a legal document prepared by technology versus an attorney.
Oh, yeah.
So there's so many changes going on.
So many changes. So I think 40 years or 50 years, way too antiquated. I would say maybe the sweet spot is 30 years. I think 20 is not long enough to get a good baseline, but 30 years, because you think about since the turn of the century. So since 2000.
That would put you, let's say you went to 1990. That would give you 33 years. And that would give you...
No. Year 2000, we're in 2024. So if you go back...
Charts from 20 to 2023, because we're not done with 2024.
Well, but
Yeah.
okay, so it should go to 95 then? Or do you have to push back to the decade?
Well, that's I said. If you just push to the decade, it'd be 1990.
Okay.
You know,
I still
so
think that's kind of far, but okay.
I mean, so you could go back to 93 and do just a straight 30-year shot. I mean, and appreciation in the 90s was very, very low. I think that's the other aspect, is that now again, it's skewing, your data is going to be skewed differently. You're going to lower that average.
Okay.
Because if you're only doing 30 years, you had the 90s, which had very low appreciations, and then you had the complete wipeout of what happened in, 2008 to 2012.
Yeah, but at 40 years, could you consider that a norm? Is that a norm?
I think there's a statistical reason why they use 40 years.
Kind of curious about that.
Because it always seems to be 40 years, 40 years. Now,
You can pull me back up the rabbit hole, but I kind of wonder about.
well, as my wife says, here's the problem. 1980 was only 20 years ago, all right, according to my wife. And she's absolutely right. It was 20 years ago, because happy wife, happy husband.
Well, I 20 years ago, 1980, 20 years ago, means I'm still a young Thundercat. So
A young Thundercat. That's awesome. Oh, you get bonus points for comic book references. I'm just saying. That and 80s cartoons. Oh, Forbes says the U.S. real estate market has a long and reliable history of increasing in value over time. All right, so maybe that's why they did the 43 years on this. So, bottom line, home prices almost always go up over time. That makes buying a home a smart move if you're ready and able. I spoke to somebody last week, and I think they got a little upset, and they kind of walked away from me, which was fine. I wasn't looking to upset them. Made the comment that, well, my generation isn't looking at property for investment because they were a millennial. And I said, no, millennials are, I go, maybe you personally aren't, and that's up to you, but there's millennials that are investing in real estate right now. There's millennials that are onto their second, maybe even their third house at this point.
yes.
I mean, so
I know I deal with a lot of millennials, and they are there for it. They're there for homes, but investing is a big part of why they're purchasing. Yes,
and I get it. It's not about the money, but it is. It's about the security. It's about your family. It's about It's the largest single investment you do. I get it. You buy stocks, and you may have more money in stocks, but you don't have more money in one single stock.
Purchasing a home is about the money. The home itself is about finding one that you love, that you fall in love with. Otherwise, you'd rent. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No, I don't think so, because I think. Well, yeah, you're right. No,
You know what I mean?
I do see where you're coming from. Because if it was just about falling in love with the house, okay, I love the house and I'm just going to rent it forever. But why would you do that and waste all of that money?
Exactly. So
Yes.
really, truly, the purchase, it's time to purchase. It's time to put roots down. It's time to grow in the community, blah, blah, blah. It is about the money. It's about security.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, so with that insecurity,
Wow, that was real philosophical.
it was. We're getting deep today.
In the weeds.
And it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
The benefits of downsizing when you retire to a smaller home. Realtor.com shares a smaller home typically means lower bills and less upkeep. Then there's the potential windfall that comes from selling your larger home and buying something smaller. Gives you got equity to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, you got equity to work with. I think my wife's on a mission just to pay off our house, just for the record. That's where she's at. So,
Well,
see,
that's not a bad thing, because that's more equity to work with.
Daniel Hunt, CFA at Mortgage Stanley, home equity can be a significant source of wealth for retirees, often representing a large portion of their net worth. Retirement planning can be complex, but your home equity shouldn't be overlooked. And I completely agree. And that was the conversation I wanted to get into with that individual, but they walked away from me. And it's like, there's so much you can do with home equity. Retirement, start a business, put somebody through college.
Yeah.
I mean, there's good things you can do with money.
And a lot of people use their home as their retirement fund.
Well, and again, I think I mentioned it last week. The infamous quote that is always misquoted. And that is, the root of all evil is money. And it's not, that is not the quote. The root of all evil is greed. Mm-hmm. It's not money. There are great things you can do with money.
As long as you use it as a tool and not get greedy.
I can go to Disney. Again and again.
And again.
Happy wife, happy life.
Ah, you and Disney.
I like Disney.
I think it's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I like New Orleans.
Yep, this is true.
Disney.
How many times have you been to New Orleans?
Lots and lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More times than I've been to Disney, I will say that.
We're going to Cali, though, this year instead of New Orleans.
Really? When's that?
For John's birthday.
Oh.
His sister lives up in L.A.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
We're going to go visit, go hang.
All right, so the downsizing in your next move could give you some options. So what does it mean for yourself? All right. Do the original reasons you bought your current home still stand, or do you need to change? Okay. If you're thinking of downsizing, these are the questions you want to ask yourself. Do I really need and want the space I have right now, or could somewhere smaller be a better fit? What are my housing expenses right now, and how much do I want to save by downsizing? That's true, because you're on a fixed budget once you retire. And
yeah. And do you own outright? Do you still have a payment? Is it an older home that needs updating and care, or would a smaller, newer home with, better insulation, better windows, better all that be easier on the overall budget? There's lots of things to think about. Stairs versus no stairs. Ease of putting in installation of maybe a walk-in shower.
Just electrical upgrading in some cases.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going through that because we want some electrical work done in our house. We've got outlets I want changed out. I want ceiling fans put into the bedrooms because we don't have the overhead ceiling outlet.
Oh, I meant to send you my electric guy.
Yes,
anyway.
you did. And I'm still waiting impatiently. I should say my wife is waiting impatiently.
Well, you have to nudge me sometimes. I forget.
I know.
I'm old.
And those have costs, and the question is okay, do you spend that money? Do you go ahead and look at something newer? Like I have an older home, so is it worth upgrading? Is it not worth upgrading? There's a lot of factors that go into play.
And you know what? A 100-year-old home versus a 50-year-old home, upgrading that's a whole different can of worms.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I had to replace knob and tube, so it's a whole different ball of wax right there. So these are things that you have to think about.
And here's the thing. Today's seller's market is good for your bottom line, where we're at right now. All right? Mm-hmm. It is a seller's market. So let's go back through. A neutral market is when the supply and demand is basically balanced. All right? Yep. There's enough homes to meet the current demand from the buyers. Buyer's market is just the opposite of a seller's market. There are more homes on the market than there are buyers. All right? So you might have 10 houses, but there's only 5 buyers.
2009.
Exactly. We had more people looking to sell than we had buyers out there looking to buy.
Yes.
And now we're back into our market, where we are in a seller's market. There are more buyers in a market looking to buy than there are properties for sale.
Yes.
And you track this by the month's inventory. And statistically, historically, the National Association of Realtors show what that is. So a buyer's market is more than 7 months of inventory. All right? A neutral market is statistically and historically 6 to 7 months. And then a seller's market is anything that's less than 6 months worth of inventory. All right? Today we are sitting at 3 months worth of inventory.
Yeah.
Now, I still would make the argument that with current inventory levels, I could see it being a neutral market at 5 months of inventory. Because of modern technology, because I think that's 6 to 7 months, but we won't know until we're there and see how the market's. It depends on how the market's being
because it's been a long time since we've been there.
2014, I think was the last time we were.
We were there when I was buying my current home before I was a realtor.
Yeah.
Because we were in a bidding war for the current house I'm in.
Yeah. So this means you get multiple offers and quickly. And they usually sell for top dollar. Ramsey Solutions explains a seller's market is when demand for homes is higher than the supply of homes. And that is still the case right now. If you're planning to sell your house, you can expect to sell it fairly quickly for close to your asking price, as long as your asking price is realistic for the current market. Still got to appraise.
Yeah, it's still got to appraise, folks. You can ask for $1 million, but if your house doesn't appraise for it and the bank doesn't say, yeah, go ahead and release the money, that buyer can't buy the house. Or they got to come up with some cash.
When I sit down with clients, I go, all right, I got a question for you. All right, well, let's do a little role playing. You can be the seller, all right?
Okay, I'm the seller.
So you get to pretend to be the seller.
Am I a reasonable seller or an unreasonable seller?
Unreasonable seller.
Okay.
You think your house is worth, let's say, $500,000, and the comps only justify $450,000.
Okay.
So, my question to you is, if I price your house at $1 million, you want $1 million, how long of a line am I going to have out the door to get into your house? How many people are going to be in line to get into your house?
Well, I don't know. It's worth $1 million to me.
You think you're no, come on, be realistic. You already said it's worth $500,000. 500,000. So I'm giving you an overpriced number that you would admit.
Oh, well, you said I thought it was worth $1 million.
No, $500,000. 500,000. You think it's worth 500, the comps show 450.
Okay.
All right. So, how long would the line be if I priced it at $1 million?
Probably not.
Okay. If I price your house at $1, how long is the line going to be out the door to get into your house to see it?
Oh, it'll be out the door, but you're only charging $1.
It's going to be around the block. So price matters.
Price matters.
Price matters. And that's the whole exercise I go through when I talk to clients.
Yeah.
Price matters.
Yeah.
And so we need to price, in that case, we would price it at $450,000. And with the current market trends, that is the comps show $450,000. That does not mean you're going to get $450,000. You could get $460,000. You could get $470,000. All right, but we have to comp out because we have to meet the appraised value. I have to sell the house twice. I have to sell it to a buyer, but then I got to sell it to the appraiser and convince the appraiser it's worth that much. That's the harder sale. I mean, that is truly the harder sale, is getting the appraiser to admit. And we've had some appraisals that have missed in the last year.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean, we've had some appraisals that have missed. All right, let's take a look at Nancy's Hood, Little Crest Hill.
Whoop, whoop.
Median sales price is $278,000, up 39% from 2023 on 4 transactions.
I was just gonna say, yeah, maybe
So,
4 transactions.
4 houses in February closed versus 13 last year.
I think one actually was in my neighborhood.
So the closed sales are down 69.2%, but the median sales price is up 39%. All right. The average sales price is $267,500, up 15.8%. Percentage of original list price received, which is always a tongue tire for me, is 99.2%, up 3.7 from 95.7 in 2023. Average market time, 81 days, under that 3-month mark. Inventory, 3 houses available. 3 houses available in Crest Hill. Looking at...
That's interesting. The market time is pretty high compared to other
We're seeing
towns.
some other... But you know what? Here's the thing. I think, again, we had one property in there that was probably throwing everything off.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be.
I would definitely be, if I was pricing out Crest Hill, I would be looking at the 12-month trail for the trends.
Yeah, which is 34 days, which makes a lot more sense.
34 days on this average market time on the trailing 12 from February. Percentage of list price received, 101.3%, which makes sense because of lack of inventory.
Yep.
And the median sales price is $280,000, up 11.7%.
Yeah, which totally makes sense.
Totally makes sense. Right in there. Actually, the percentage of the median sales price is actually rather strong for Crest Hill at 11.7. That's pretty strong. And Crest Hill has a very mixed stock.
I was just going to say, their stock for such a small town,
from older homes to newer homes, is very diverse.
It's very, very diverse.
Yep. You've got some older houses over in that area off of Theodore Street.
Yep.
And then the newer stuff is off of Weber. So it's a very diverse housing stock. So you've got some attached housing in there, some duplexes and townhouses. You know, some of it's off of Theodore, some of it's off of Weber, where Root is.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of diversity.
You got attached off of 30 and Gaylord off in there.
Mm-hmm.
You got, there is a lot of diverse stock, which is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, actually it is. It is. Because look, then
it will skew your numbers.
Inventory for attached houses is actually higher than single family. There's 10 units that were available at the end of the month on the attached. Median sales price is $232,500, up 5.7, with 6 closed transactions. $232,000 is this average sales price at, again, up 5.7%. 98.2% of original asking price. So good numbers coming out of Crest Hill.
Yeah, good strong numbers.
Yeah, so the median sales price in the trailing 12 is $240 on the attached. That is up 14.3%. So definitely seeing some strong growth coming for Crest Hill, which does make sense because we always talk about Crest Hill is the town that everybody forgets. Mm-hmm. And now, because of affordability aspects, you're seeing people expand their search and look at different towns, look at different areas to see what they can do to make work.
And Crest Hill's a great little place. Crest Hill's a great little town.
Yeah, so I still have property in Crest Hill myself, and I am a Crest Hill Lions, proud Crest Hill Lion. I love being a Crest Hill Lion. They do so much for the community. It is amazing.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's take the break. When we get back from the break, we're going to talk about tips on making your strong offer on your home. Keep it here with Get Real with Daddy.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST, or visit yourdwellings.com.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Looking at purchasing a home, but not sure where to start? Or you need an update to your existing home and you don't know who to call or trust? Join the Three Rivers Association of Realtors, along with partnerships with the City of Joliet and presenting sponsor Midland States Bank, for a free 2-day home expo April 5th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and April 6th, 10 till 2 p.m. at the Renaissance Center, 214 North Ottawa Street in Joliet. This free home expo will be open to the public and feature over 50 booths of real estate, housing industry businesses, as well as local government agencies and nonprofits that support the quest for home ownership. Speak to brokers, lenders, builders, home remodelers, home repair services, credit repair, landscapers, decorators, home inspectors, contractors, and more. Plus, a door prize raffle with a chance to win $10,000. To learn more about this home expo, contact Molly at 815-744-4520 or visit trarealtors.net. This is your year to become a new homeowner or upgrade your home. And it starts at the Three Rivers Home Expo, presented by Midland States Bank.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we're committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community, rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
The face for radio, the heart for real estate. It's Get Real with Eddie.
Welcome back to Get Real with Eddie. All right, tips to make your strongest offer on a home. Number 1, partner with a real estate agent. Pod's notes, making an offer on a home without an agent is certainly possible, but having a pro by your side gives you a massive advantage in figuring out what to offer on a house.
There are a lot of items you can negotiate in a contract. It's not just price.
Well, and if you have a right agent, there's a lot of data. Other than just, let's run the comps. We just went over the data in Crust Hill. All right? So running the comps is one thing. But coming back and knowing in the last 12 months, they got 101.3% of asking price in Crust Hill, tells me, hey, here's the comps, but there's a good chance they're going to write for over list.
Yes.
And this might sell for over list because statistically right now that's what's going on in the last 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be looking at writing, maybe between 99, if the comps out, if it comps out first.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'd be looking, maybe you're writing between 99 to 101, maybe 102% to get the house.
Yeah. Easy.
That comes into your own personal aspects. How long are you going to be there? How much are you putting down?
Right.
What's the affordable aspects for you? So, which gets into the second thing about making a strong offer. Know your budget.
Yes. Talk to your lender. Really lean into the lender and really have a good talk about what your budget is, what you're comfortable with, what you can afford, so that when you do go to put in an offer and you're in love with the house, when the emotions take over or the bidding war and you're in a competition, you can check yourself and say, wait a minute.
You get qualified on a monthly payment. You do not get qualified on a purchase amount. They will give you a purchase amount. Push back and ask, what's the monthly payment?
Yes.
What is the maximum monthly payment I can afford? Is it $2,000? Is it $2,500? Is it $3,000? Is it $2,962.45? What is that max payment? Once you know your max payment, your agent can turn around and run payment modules. Now, the agent systems that we have in place are not going to be, no, we're going to be off about $20. All right. Usually it's about $10 to $20 we can be off because we don't have the exact insurance amounts that if you're getting FHA, or we don't have the exact rates on certain products.
Right.
But knowing that number as close as possible and dialing in on that number as close as possible is going to give you a lot better target. So you may be in one town looking for $300,000, but in the town over, because property taxes are lower, you might be able to look at $310,000 or $315,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this town over here, because let's say you're looking at 3 different towns, you might have to be looking at $275,000 because the taxes are higher over there.
Yes.
Because it all comes down to monthly payment.
Very true.
Make a strong but fair offer.
Don't try to lowball. Don't try to lowball. It's insulting, and in this market, it's a seller's market. Don't lowball. Make a fair, honest offer based on the comps, because that seller's seeing comps too.
Have your realtor pull the town report that we give here every week. At least it gives you an idea what, like going back to Crust Hill again, because that was the report we did today.
Yep.
Last month in February, they got 99.2% of asking price. And in the last 12 months, they've gotten an average of 101.3.
So if you're going in at 90% of asking price,
you're not going to get it.
You're not going to get the house.
No.
You're not going to get the house.
You're not. Realtor.com explains an offer priced that's significantly lower than the list price is often rejected by the sellers who feel insulted. Most listing agents try to get their sellers to at least negotiate with buyers to counter with a number a little closer to the list price. However, if a seller is offended by a buyer or isn't taking the buyer seriously, there's not much you or your real estate agent can do. I
see it. I see it happen.
You want to talk about it. Not only did it happen, I had a seller. The offer came in low. It was insultingly low.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with going in with the idea of negotiating a price.
Yeah.
But don't insult.
This came in on it was like 25. It was thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't go by the
percentage.
Insulting. You can't go by the percentage. You got to go by the number.
Yeah.
When you're coming in 30,000 under the price that had just been lowered by the seller, by the way. You know what my seller did?
Probably didn't just probably tore it up and threw it. Rumpled it up.
They countered them over list price.
Yeah.
So, and the agent went, I'm sorry, you're listed at what? I said, yeah, and there's our counter. Countered them over list price. They went away.
Yeah.
I think they got the message.
Yeah. I mean, you can't insult people.
When you get a counter that's over the current asking price, that's a sign that, okay, you're being unrealistic. It doesn't mean that they don't want to negotiate, because they were willing to negotiate. It means you need to turn around and rethink of what your offer was. Put the offer back in. Again, but be reasonable.
Yes.
Trust your agents during negotiations. Look, if you don't trust your agent, you're working with the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you
Find
have no
somebody
trust,
you can communicate
Yeah.
with and you trust.
if you don't have trust with your agent, then you're with the wrong agent. There are many factors up for discussion in any real estate transaction, from price to repairs to possession date. Excuse me. A real estate professional who's representing you will look at the transaction from your perspective, helping you negotiate a purchase agreement that meets your needs. And I think you hit this on the head when we started this. There are so many factors to negotiate.
Oh, yeah.
From, let's see, you have going through personal property and start running down the price. So personal property comes before price on the contract that we use in our market.
So it's all it's personal property.
Price would be the next thing.
Yep.
Inspection waiver. Are you doing inspections or not?
Yeah.
All right.
You got your close.
Closing date.
Closing date.
You've got interest kickout rate that needs to be negotiated.
Yep.
All right. This is your check and balance against your lender.
Yep.
You got, are you doing inspections and taking it as is? Do you want a home warranty? Do you need a well and septic inspection? Mm-hmm. All right. Are you doing a lead inspection for lead paint?
Right.
These are all just things right off the top of my head that need to be negotiated out, that should be negotiated out.
Right.
What am I missing? I mean, there's some big stuff.
There's what, over 100 things to negotiate, or they are negotiable on a contract.
Pretty much.
And then, if you're let's say you're in a multiple offer situation, now, what are you doing to sweeten the pot?
Yeah.
We have a buyer's addendum we've created.
Yeah, we had it. Went to the corporate attorney. The corporate attorney went over it. Here's what we need, and the corporate attorney came back. Because during the 2021 market, it was so insane. We had to have something that we could simply spell things out. And it went to the corporate attorney, and then it went to the buyer's attorneys to review.
Yeah.
Because
are you going to offer over list? Are you going to waive appraisal? Are you going to? I mean, all these things that are possible to sweeten the seller's pot and or make you stand out.
Yeah.
Earnest money.
Earnest money.
What are you going to offer?
Well, and let's be honest.
Are you going to offer earnest? You don't need to.
Well, and let's get into the lawsuits we talked about last week. The new thing that's going to be coming on the contract. As you a buyer, are you going to pay for the compensation of your agent? Or are you going to ask the seller to offset some of that or all of that compensation to the agent?
Right.
So that is
that'll be a new one to negotiate.
That's going to be a new negotiation point.
And as a buyer without representation, you don't have access to this information. You just don't.
No. Hey, there's a lot for sale in Plainfield, Nancy.
Hey, wow, look at that. A nice lot for sale.
25912 Julie Court, lot 26 is for sale. What neighborhood is this?
This is in Rolling Acres subdivision.
Need to put that on the listing. For those that don't know, this is actually Nancy's own listing. She's got a own property she's got listed. She was going to buy it and built on the house, but you guys ended up building elsewhere and you love the house. And
we decided we didn't want to move.
Yeah, decided not to move. After you bought the lot, which happens.
It happens.
It happens. I've had clients do that. List price is $66,328. It is a 3-acre lot, and with a front
three-quarter acre.
Three-quarter acre. I'm sorry, three-quarter acre.
Lot.
I saw 3 and I slipped there.
It's well and septic.
And this is a great property. If you're looking to build, this is a great lot to look at. It is, again, 25912 Julie Court in Plainfield. If you've got questions, either call Nancy or have your agent call Nancy at 815-545-1162. So, all right, after the break, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about finding your perfect home in a fixer-upper. What do you think of that?
I think it's possible.
I think you're going to start seeing some fixer-uppers coming.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to see some of that on the market. So keep it here with Get Real with Eddie, and let's talk about that after the break.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we are committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
Looking at purchasing a home, but not sure where to start? Or you need an update to your existing home and you don't know who to call or trust? Join the Three Rivers Association of Realtors, along with partnerships with the City of Joliet and presenting sponsor Midland States Bank, for a free 2-day home expo April 5th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and April 6th, 10 till 2 p.m. at the Renaissance Center, 214 North Ottawa Street in Joliet. This free home expo will be open to the public and feature over 50 booths of real estate, housing industry businesses, as well as local government agencies and nonprofits that support the quest for home ownership. Speak to brokers, lenders, builders, home remodelers, home repair services, credit repair, landscapers, decorators, home inspectors, contractors, and more. Plus, a door prize raffle with a chance to win $10,000. To learn more about this home expo, contact Molly at 815-744-4520 or visit trarealtors.net. This is your year to become a new homeowner or upgrade your home. And it starts at the Three Rivers Home Expo, presented by Midland States Bank.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST. Or visit yourdwellings.com.
Stocks may succeed, stocks may fail. Real estate is always there. It's Get Real with Eddie.
So have you ever bought a fixer-upper? Mine was.
Yes.
My first house was.
Yes, I have.
And
I have fixed up all my houses.
except the current one. You bought that one new.
Oh,
right?
the previous owners had redone the whole house. And
really?
This woman had stunning taste, I gotta say. I walked in and I was like trying not to jump up and down and scream when I looked in the house. I was like, oh, it's perfect.
Did it have the backyard the way it was? Or
we did the backyard.
You guys did the backyard.
We did the backyard
did
because the house was perfect.
Okay. So
we didn't touch the house.
You did the pool
we just moved
and
in.
the giant hot tub in the backyard.
There was grass.
There was grass.
And a one crooked cement stoop outside. That was it. We have added everything.
Exactly.
The fence, the trees, the plantings, the pool, the deck, the pergola, the everything we added. Yeah.
Yeah.
Front and back.
When does the hot tub open, by the way?
Hot tub's open.
No, I meant the pool when I
Oh,
say
the
hot
pool?
tub.
Oh, the cute. The pool opens Memorial Day weekend is the grand opening.
The grand opening?
Yeah, we usually try to open middle of May to
Okay.
get the chemicals going and the heater on and stuff. But the heater took a poop.
Well, if you
The end of the winter, or the end of the last season.
you want to
So-
see my shocked face considering how much work that poor heater goes through? For those
It
that
really
don't know,
doesn't.
for those that don't
It
know,
really
Nancy
doesn't.
keeps her pool temperature at 95 degrees. I'm
No, it's not 95.
I know it's not. I just couldn't help it.
It's not 95.
I've seen your
It's
pic-
90. But if it's hot
It's
outside,
90.
but if it's hot outside,
We'll drop it down to 80.
we'll drop it into the low 80s. Yeah. But we put the solar cover on, so you run it at 82 or whatever, and it's 100 degrees outside. The solar cover's going to keep it warm.
My son's doing swimming lessons, and it is up north in Plainfield at Goldfish,
Yeah.
and they keep that pool at like 80 degrees.
At 90 degrees, like
Yeah.
normal people.
Like
Yeah.
normal people. No, most people don't keep their pool that hot.
I gotta have it warm. I get cold.
I
I
do-
get
I
cold,
do get
and
cold,
there's
too.
no. So if it's cool, then I dip and then I go sit out on the deck because it's too cold.
My first house was a fixer
like
upper, and I know that house like the back of my hand. We did a lot of stuff myself. Did put the tile in the kitchen myself.
Did you have Pepto-Bismol pink bathrooms?
I did.
Because I have rehabbed 3 houses.
The plastic square tiles.
3 houses, and they all had Pepto-Bismol pink bathrooms.
I had
and
pink-
one had Pepto-Bismol pink shag carpet in the bathroom.
I had the shag pink carpet mauve that we thought was brown, and when we did the walkthrough, I thought it was like a light brown. And then I come back for the walkthrough for closing, and the furniture was moved, and I see the silhouettes.
original color,
Yes,
yeah.
of where the whatchamacallit were,
It was pink.
and it was pink. And
No,
I'm
I
like-
had pink shag in the bathroom.
I yanked that carpet out so quick and so fast, and I gagged as I was taking it out. There was so much cigarette smoke on that carpet. It was horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, what do I find underneath the carpet?
Mm.
Beautiful hardwood floors.
Yep.
Yep, because the house was built in the 40s, so it was hardwood floors.
Yeah, that is the great part, that underneath all these weird colors and stuff, you pull up that overspent carpeting, and you can have some prize wood floors.
Not always. In my current house, we pulled up the white carpeting that went through the living room, the front room, and in the dining room. Who puts white carpeting in a dining room?
Well, same person that put pink shag in the bathroom.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
what do we find? We find 70s gold vinyl flooring. Gold. I mean bright, shiny disco ball gold. It's the only way to describe this flooring. So, but these are the fun stories when you get into fixing up.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And getting into rehabbing these houses. It's just,
And sometimes you find old treasures.
yes.
You find old keys or newspapers or things of people's past. It's kind of cool.
According to NerdWallet, buying a fixer-upper can provide a path to home ownership for first-time homebuyers, or a way for repeat buyers to afford a larger home or a better neighborhood. With the relatively low inventory of homes for sale these days, a move-in ready home can be hard to find, especially if you're on a budget. And
Yes.
even the fixer-uppers are hard to find right now.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? And there's different kinds of fixer-uppers. There's just cosmetic, where it just needs some paint and some updating, some new carpet, that kind of thing. And then there's fixer-uppers that need all new electric,
Yeah.
all new, a lot of gutting going on. And that gets expensive.
Sometimes the perfect home is the one you're perfect after buying, is what it comes down to. The one that's perfect after you buy it, after you made these upgrades.
Yeah.
So you have to look at some features here. What are the must-haves? things that you have to have in a house that you, especially that couldn't be done. Bedrooms, for example. If you have to have a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom, whatever your bedroom count is, that's a hard thing to add on.
Yes.
All right. Usually there's not space to add on to bedrooms. Not very common aspects.
Yeah.
What are the nice things to have? I always looked at the fenced yard.
Yes.
Because it's nice to have a fenced yard, but you can fence in a yard.
Yes, and it's not too cost prohibitive, although fencing can get pricey depending on the size of the yard.
True.
But a lot of times you could tag onto the neighbors too.
The dream state, that's when it comes into having the 90-degree pool in your backyard. I mean, that's like, if I had my wish, I'd have a pool. If I had my wish, I'd have an indoor pool.
I was just going to say, if I had my dream, it would be an indoor
pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too. It would be an indoor pool that I would be looking at. Just because I don't, you guys do a lot of work for a pool that, and you guys do use your pool actually a lot.
We use our pool a lot.
Yeah, you do.
We use our pool a lot.
But for as much as I would probably
I'll
use
get in the pool and make phone calls, okay? I
don't see a problem with that.
I do not care.
I don't see a problem with that at all.
I have been working deals in that pool. Ask John.
So the phone waterproof, or what do you
Yes.
got? Oh, is it?
Yeah. I got a Samsung, 23?
I think.
And it's waterproof.
Okay. Mine's a 22. I think mine's waterproof too, but I don't like testing that theory.
Yeah. Oh, I've been underwater, like taking videos and stuff underwater.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
According to Progressive, many real estate agents specialize in finding fixer-uppers and have a network of inspectors, contractors, electricians, and the like. And this is true. We actually have a new VIP program that we are putting all of our people on, our vendors on, and our clients have access to that VIP program. So it is a great way to get our vendors in front of our clients and get better deals for our clients. So our VIP club is an amazing opportunity that is available for our exclusive clientele.
Yes.
So we just added another cleaning person just the other day to that club. So there's
Another cleaning person?
No, the one that I sent to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to be cleaning, I think, a property for you too.
Yes, she's going to be cleaning a property tomorrow.
Yeah, so there's tons of networks and things that we have available. We've got a plumber on there. We've got tons of different just avenues where you can say. The cool thing too is we've got non-real estate things in there.
Yeah,
I love
all kinds of things.
We've got movie discounts in there. I love going to the movies. So
There you
there's
go.
movie discounts in there. We've already used it once.
Have you?
Yeah,
That's cool.
we used the discounts at Cinemark.
Oh, all right.
And I walked out talking to the wife. It's like, okay, we saved $3.50, but when you look at the total cost, it was like a 30% savings because of what the cost of the movie was.
Nice.
That's not a bad chunk of change that you saved.
Oh, that's
So.
kind of nice.
All right, well, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, talking about your largest investment, your home, at GetRealWithEddie.com.
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. Eddie Ruettiger is a realtor at Baird Warner in Plainfield, license number 475141896. Managing broker Steve Engel. For more information on your neighborhood, call Eddie at 815-823-5478 or visit yourdwellings.com.